Hey guys, I'm back with another kind of little episode of my college advice series. I was requested by a lovely subscriber whose name I will put in the down bar to do a video on the first day of college. And I was so excited. I was like, you know what? That's one that I definitely should do. So let's get into it. Alright, so one thing I really want to talk about regarding the first day of college is to get prepared for the first day of college, okay? When I say get prepared, I mean most people move in like the weekend before classes start. So what I suggest you do is to familiarize yourself with the campus setup. When you have your schedule done, make sure you know which buildings you're going to, how much time you'll most likely have to get there, how long is the walk from your dorm to the building. I mean, one of the buildings I had to go to was like 10 minutes away from where I live. So I'm like walking like, okay, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. Not the first day. Oh no. But you know, it happens. So make sure you familiarize yourself with at least the buildings. A lot of buildings are actually open and you can go in and actually find your classroom. So that's very fortunate. I would suggest doing that before the first day. Now, regarding the actual first day of classes, just go in with an open mind. Don't stress. I know you'll probably be nervous and everything. I was nervous my first day of classes in college, my freshman year as well. But just go in, and most teachers, let's be professional. Most professors are very very sweet. Some of them, you can pretty much tell right away that they can be kind of, don't want to get on that professor's bad side. Most likely, all they're going to do is just give you the syllabus, just talk to you about expectations in class, basically, you know, what textbooks you need, and pay very close attention to textbooks, guys. Some professors say you could buy it, we may use it, but most likely we won't. That's when I probably will not buy the textbook, because guys, textbooks are expensive, and I'm not about to just completely waste my money on a book that I may never use. It has happened, okay? Because I was like, well, I'd rather be safe than sorry, but at the same time, what's the point of buying it if you're most likely not going to use it? Now, if the professor says this is mandatory, buy it, okay? Alright, so I was just editing this video and I realized something very important. You guys can always rent a book, unless the book is so brand new that they haven't even sold it ever, and all you can do is just buy it at full price. That really sucks. Look, I'm just going to be real. That really sucks. So, yeah. Okay, you can either rent it, sometimes you can just buy a used one, or you can go to other sources like Chegg.com, or even Amazon has books for cheaper. Now, I say that very lightly because you just have to pay very close attention to what the teacher wants or expects of you to get for your materials for class. And the reason I say that is because, like with my major, a book may be mandatory for me to actually buy it. In other words, buy it and keep it for years to come, since that's my major. Now, people who are minoring in what I'm majoring in, they could probably just rent the book and then give it back. You guys get what I'm saying? So you just have to pay very close attention to what you should buy and what you shouldn't buy. Now, the cool thing about the bookstore on my campus, and pretty much I'm sure other campuses do this, what you can do as well is, even though you buy the book, you can probably sell it back and get some money back from the bookstore, which is what I do every semester. If I know for a fact I will not need this textbook for the rest of my life, I'm selling it back. I'm making some money. I don't care if it's $10. I'm selling the book back. Gosh, yeah, I cannot believe I completely was like, buy the book. You know, sometimes you can just rent it and, you know, send it back. So just do what works for you. That's all I'm going to say. Just do what works for you, guys. All right, back to the main point of this video. Sometimes professors may have the book and something that they've written to go along with the textbook. Like, I remember when I took chemistry, the professor said, you know, you really don't need the textbook, but I do have a booklet that I have put together that you can buy at the bookstore. That you need more than the textbook. And that is what I purchased. And she was right. That's all we used pretty much the entire time. Never had to crack open the textbook at all. And other than that, a lot of professors will start teaching on the very first day. So make sure you have your notebook. Always bring a notebook or just some loose leaf paper. I'm like that because I actually did have a professor last semester who did not want us to bring in laptops to type up our notes, which I never do anyway. I'm very old school. I like to write things down physically, especially when I know in advance that the professor is going to put the PowerPoints on the internet for us to look at through the school site. And that's always good. Make sure you pay attention to if the professor is going to put the notes online or if they're not going to put the notes online, because that will definitely give you an idea of how well you should take your notes and how prepared you should be to come to class to take notes. And like I said about the laptop thing, that really surprised me because the majority of my classes, you can bring a laptop and just, okay, let's be real. Who really takes notes the entire class? You know, most of us get on Facebook and Twitter, but that really wasn't her main reason. Her reason was that a couple semesters ago, students were complaining about the distraction of laptops and people typing on them and how it was a distraction. They couldn't really hear the teacher. And I was like, okay, really? But yeah, so even though your professor will say something like that, please listen to what your professor says. Don't go, oh, even though my professor said not to do this, I'm going to do it anyway. I understand that we're all adults in college, but that professor actually said that she would tell you to just get up and leave. If you took out your cell phone or any electronic device, she would ask you to leave. She'll ask you once to put it away, but after that, you know, so you do have professors that are like that in college. Something else I want to talk about regarding the first day? Oh, this is from personal experience. My freshman year, I noticed it, but I really didn't care that much. But ever since my sophomore year, and now that I'm a junior, I'm more prepared for this now. Be aware that the dining halls are going to be packed. Not even the first day, like the first week or so. And at certain time periods during the day, especially when it's like lunch hour, the dining halls are going to be packed. Literally, as an upperclassman now, I'm looking like, where did all these freshmen come from? And then I realize, oh yeah, I was a freshman once. I was in that position. So everyone's trying to get something to eat at pretty much the same time. So make sure that you are well aware of your schedule and when are the best times for you to grab something to eat, whether it be quickly or whether it's just, you know, you just need to eat. So make sure you're well aware of that situation because that's a lot of people to deal with. And I'm the type that doesn't like crowds a lot. So there you go. Also, one last thing, unless I quickly think of something else. Eventually after the first day, there will be kind of a week of welcome. I don't know how your college is going to do it, but definitely go check out a few things that you're interested in. It might be the most out there thing that you want to sign up for, but hey, do it. I mean, at my college, they have belly dancing. I've been wanting to do that since my freshman year. Have I? No, because I'm like, I don't think I'll be good at it. But I suggest you at least go check things out. At some point, they will have fraternities and sororities out there. If you're interested in that, definitely go around, check out ones that you're kind of interested in, talk to them a little bit. I'm not pledging anything, so I have a feeling that later on in my life I'm going to regret that, but I don't know. I just feel like it's not necessarily for me, even though I've always wanted to. But yeah, definitely do the week of welcome or however they call it at your university. Try to get involved in something, one thing. It really doesn't matter if you do or not. I mean, I would. You can meet new people and all that other stuff. And I know there are a few things I'm definitely going to be trying to get involved in this semester in my last few years of college. Time flies, guys. Time flies so fast. So just make the most of your college experience the best you can. Is there anything else about the first day I should really talk about? Yeah, just be aware of crowds everywhere you go. Like I said, not even with food, but even at the bookstore. That's going to be a lot to deal with because there are very long lines and there are usually a lot of registers open, but they're moving as fast as they can. So please remember to have patience throughout, not even the first day, the first week of your college life. Have patience, okay? That's the number one thing that I can pretty much tell you guys is to have some form of patience. You will need it. Trust me. Yeah, don't worry about like necessarily a school supply list. I mean, if they give you one, then definitely go buy it. Uh, I remember one teacher wanted us to get colored pencils, and I was like, "Are we in fifth grade?" But she had a good reason for it. Da, da, da. I think that's it. I'm trying to go back to my first day of college, and even though it's stuck in my mind, I think that's pretty much it. You know, you just go to class, listen to what the teacher wants you to get, and you just go get it. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit out of it. It's just, I was just thinking off the top of my head because my first day of college it just feels so long ago. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So take care.